All right, let's look at our first example here. We are going to add two fractions that do not have common denominators, and I'm going to show you a little trick on how to do this. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to cross multiply here, and it doesn't matter who you cross multiply first. And in fact, we're going to do something called cross distribute. So I'm going to draw my fraction bar over here. We're going to cross distribute 3x times x, which is 3x squared. Then 3x times negative 2 is negative 6x. Then we're going to cross distribute again over here. I'll put parentheses around that bottom part. 5 times x is positive 5x, so we'll add that. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. And in order to get the bottom part right down here, in order to get that, what we are going to do is we are going to multiply the two denominators together. So we're going to multiply these two here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave them as factors, like this. I'm not going to do the FOIL method. Once you get done with that, let's combine like terms up at the top. So let's look right down here. We're going to draw a new fraction bar. Let's combine like terms. We'll start with 3x squared. So 3x squared is by itself. We're done with that. Put our x's together. Negative 6 plus 5 is negative x. And I only have a negative 15, so that negative 15 will go by itself. And we'll put that over our factor denominator of x minus 3 times x minus 2. And this would be our answer. Sometimes they will multiply out the bottom, or sometimes they'll factor out the top, but in this case, we're just going to leave it in this form here. Let's look at another example. Okay, the first thing I want to do is draw my fraction bar. So let's draw our fraction bar. We're going to cross multiply. It doesn't matter who you cross multiply first, or cross distribute. So we're going to multiply across here. 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times positive 2 is positive 6x, so we add that. Now what we want to do is we want to cross distribute here, right? So we're going to have to do the FOIL method. That means off to the side you're going to have x plus 4 times x minus 3, because we're cross distributing right here. So we're going to do the FOIL method. X times x is x squared, it's positive. Multiply the outside. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. Multiply here on the inside. 4 times x is positive 4x. And one more time, 4 times negative 3 is, I'm running out of space right here, so negative 12. We'll try to squeeze that in right here. There we go. Extend our top part of the fraction. And then we want to multiply the bottom. But when we multiply the bottom, let's just keep these two separated here. Let's keep them factored. X plus 4 times 3x. We're ready to, let me divide some stuff up here, and we'll create a section down here. We're ready to combine like terms. So we want to put our x squareds together right here. So 3x squared plus x squared. Draw my fraction bar here. 3x squared plus x squared is 4x squared. Let's put our x's together. 6x minus 3x. Well, that is 3x. Then I need to combine that with this positive 4x. That would give us a total of 7x. And then the negative 12 is all by itself, minus 12 right here. And we'll just leave that factored like this on the bottom. And this would be our answer. Let's look at one more problem here. All right. Let's cross multiply, or we'll say cross distribute. The first thing I want to do is let's cross distribute this direction here. And again, it doesn't matter which direction you go first. Draw my fraction bar. Here we go. We're cross distributing right here. 4 times 2x squared is 8x squared. 4 times negative 8x is negative 32x. Now we're ready to cross distribute this way. 2x times 3x is positive 6x squared. 2x times positive 1 is just simply just positive 2x. Now that we have the top part of the fraction, to get the common denominator, or the bottom part, we're just going to leave these two guys here factored. 2x squared minus 8x. All right, here we go. Let's combine like terms. 8 plus 6 on the x squareds. Let's draw our fraction bar here. That would give us 14x squared. Then we have negative 32 plus 2 is negative 30x. And then we have 2x times 2x squared minus 8x here on the bottom. Now what we can do is, let's just see if we can simplify this a little bit more. What if we were to put these two together on the bottom? Let's try that. Let's see what happens. So we have this part up top. Now if I look at this part up top, I can factor this out. What's the biggest number that goes into 14 and 30? That would be 2, and then I can factor out an x. In fact, so I can say that is 7x minus 15. Oh, and so right here, look, we have a 2x on the bottom and a 2x squared minus 8x right here. And if you have matching terms top and bottom, we can cancel these out. So I don't have to put these two together, right? That's why we wanted to wait till the end. Now let's see what we have. Let's keep going. We have 7x minus 15 on top. And then if I look at the bottom right here, I can actually factor out a 2x. The biggest number that goes into 2 and 8 is 2. I can factor out an x. That leaves me with x minus 4. And this is going to be my answer here.